Arizona Prepster, and today I'm going to talk about my experience of trying to shop the Lilly for Target sale. Well, collaboration. So yesterday, Sunday, April 19th, Lilly for Target finally launched. Lilly for Target is a collaboration between the designer company Lilly Pulitzer and Target. And everyone has been so excited about this since it announced in December or early January. And it launched yesterday and it sold out basically immediately. But there was a whole series, I guess, of events that I consider to be part of the downfall of this collaboration launch. I personally was very excited for Lilly for Target because regular Lilly dresses are about $200 and these Lilly for Target dresses were going to be $40. I don't know about you, but $40 sounds great. But with everything that happened, I never got a chance to even get one. So I'm a little bummed about that, but this is not intended to be me just bashing Lilly and Target and just being all bitter. This is honestly everything that I experienced Saturday night and Sunday, and this is just what I experienced. This is what I'm going to share with you today. Okay, so Saturday night for me, it was like early Sunday morning for East Coasters, but for me it was Saturday night about 10 p.m. as I was scouring my blog, Twitter, talking to other bloggers about Lilly for Target and how we're all excited and waiting. I suddenly see these links pop up on my timeline that are to Lilly items, that are to Lilly for Target items, but they're on the mobile platform. I was really confused, and then all of a sudden you just see everyone in a mad panic. Because I was also watching the Lilly for Target hashtag, and all of a sudden you see just everyone panicking. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, where is this? Is this live? Where's the link for this? Someone give me this link, please. Apparently what had happened, according to the Target's president, was that some SKUs on the mobile platform went live beforehand. I don't understand how you let that happen. I don't understand how that can happen. But it did, and it was on, they were live for about an hour. All you had to do was Google Lilly for Target, or Lilly Pulitzer for Target, whatever the actual name of the item was, and then mobile, and if it accidentally got put, and if it accidentally went live, it was right there. And people bought things, and things sold out, and people panicked, but they finally caught it. And then when they did, the president said all of those previous orders would be honored, but that they would have everything available still online when it officially launches. And I don't understand how you can do that when, if something sells out, how you're going to be able to offer it later. But I don't run it. That's not my expertise. So about an hour later, they finally realized and took them all down, which is weird that it took that long. A lot of people were saying it was because they did it on purpose to create a mass frenzy. If that's true, I'm very disappointed that Target would do that. I'm saying a lot. I always say a lot. I always say Anyway, all the facts I have that would point to that is just the fact that it took so long for them to realize what had happened and that the links went live. I feel because people were tweeting at Target, and so I feel like if you're about to launch this big collaboration and you're on social media and you see that, you would take them down like that. You would not let people do that. So that would be that's my only indication that this was done on purpose. I don't believe that. I'm not saying that they did it on purpose. I believe in the best in Target and that they didn't do it on purpose. But the world may never know. Anyway, so at that time, back to the story. Back at that time, they announced that it was going to be until about it was going to be about midnight Pacific time is when they were going to officially launch. So I wait another hour. Everyone's kind of like, this is getting pointless. Like, what is going on? I'm so angry. Which that was me. I'm so angry. This is ridiculous. But 12 o'clock rolls around and the president comes on Twitter and says, we need more time. They said it'll be about a half an hour. And I just sat there and when I saw that, I was like, why? You would think they would be ready by now. You would think that they've been doing this for months. They've been preparing this for months. You would think that they have it down. Clearly they didn't. So waited another half hour. 12:30 rolls around. Target and Target style accounts tweet out the link to go shop Lilly for Target, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work on the computer. It doesn't work on mobile. My app, it worked on my app, but I couldn't put anything in my cart. The only one of my followers got something at that time, and they used their Target app on their iPad. I was using my Android, so that's probably the problem with that. But just the fact that it wasn't working again on any platform was just really infuriating to me. I waited up till 1 o'clock in the morning, still scaring the hashtag, still trying to buy stuff, and I'm just, at 1 o'clock I was like, you know what, forget it, I'm going to bed, I'm tired, I'm annoyed, and you know what, if it's there when I wake up in the morning online, fine. If it's not, then fine. I don't care anymore. I was just so done, and that makes me sad because I was really excited for this collection. If you've seen my previous blog posts, I've been so excited about this, and if you saw my Twitter leading up to it, I was super pumped and I was so excited. I was just with everyone else, but just I was so done at that point. It was ridiculous. So now I wake up at 9 a.m. Sunday, and apparently the collection officially launched at 4 a.m. Pacific time. So 3 hours after I finally went to bed. Glad I didn't stay up for that. And apparently it just sold out like that again because people were waiting. That and it was 7 a.m. Eastern time, so that's kind of but that's what I get for living in Arizona, I guess. So everything that I had wanted was sold out. So I was like, okay. So I wanted to see if it was in store because it was still in store at 9 a.m. I would have gotten up and I would have gone to Target, even though I really just didn't want to go because that area is just a mess driving wise. And plus I knew people would still be excited here and I didn't want to deal with all the crowds and everything. Well, everything I had wanted was out of stock here and neighboring Target. So I was like, well, I'm not getting anything, I guess. So I accepted that. I went onto the Lilly for Target hashtag and I saw people saying that when they went in at 8 a.m., shelves were cleared by 8:05. What? How? I don't understand. If it's such a big launch, in my head, I was imagining lots of items, lots of racks of Lilly for Target, and this whole section. No Target did it like that. It was this 2-rack thing. I'll post pictures on my Twitter that I can find of that. But it was this 2-rack thing and minimal stock. What? I don't get it. Apparently what I saw from someone who works at Target who was explaining this to a customer is that they got 2 of each size of each item, clothing item. So say you wanted a shift dress in a specific print. I think Nosy Posy was one of them, which was really popular. So say you wanted a shift dress in Nosy Posy. There are 2 smalls, 2 mediums, 2 larges, 2 extra larges, 2 extra extra larges. And then I don't remember how high they went up to, but that's it. 2. So if you're a medium, you needed to be one of 2 people to grab that dress. That's ridiculous. If this is such a big collaboration and such a big launch as they're making it and you only have 2 of each size of each item, hello? What are you doing? And that's not where I get mad at Target. That's where my blame shifts from Target to Lilly. Because that's Lily's fault for like not anticipating this. I understand it was a limited edition, one-time only collection. But according to someone who saw a Target employee comment on Lilly Pulitzer's Instagram, this collection was supposed to last through May 31st. And it sold out day one. So either everyone's getting mixed information, or they didn't plan it correctly, or they just didn't anticipate this many people would want it. Regardless, there was a failure somewhere in planning. And that's where I get really frustrated. But apparently things just went flying off the shelves. And another thing that angered me because of this is that things probably flew off the shelf so fast is because there were people out there who just grabbed all that they could and now are selling it on eBay for, I've seen 7 times the retail price. What? 7 times the retail price? It ends up costing more than an actual Lilly Pulitzer dress. Hello, no one's gonna buy that. But actually, the sad part is someone will buy that, and that's ridiculous. I urge you, do not support those scalpers. There's a difference between buying something, it not fitting, you not being able to return it, it being old or whatever, and so you sell it on eBay for near the retail price. You people who do that, that's great. I understand you can't wear it, so just make some money. Fine. But it's the people who just go out determined to pick up all that they can so they can sell it on eBay for an exorbitant amount of money. There's a special place in a special place for you. That's all I'm going to say on that, because that tub just infuriates me. But anyway, this is what I experienced through Lilly for Target. To me, it was the biggest letdown I have ever experienced, and I'm so sad that it happened that way. I was so excited for this launch, and it just, the fiasco that I experienced was just so mind-boggling and so infuriating that I'm just so utterly disappointed and don't even care that I didn't get anything, which is terrible. But that was my experience. If you got something from Lilly for Target, I would love to know what you got. I'm still very interested in what people got for whatever reason, because just I love seeing it. But if you got something from Lilly for Target, let me know down below. If you didn't get something from Lilly for Target and you want to share your experience of what you went through, let me know below. I would love to hear your experience and chit chat about that. If you really have anything to say, not anything, I guess, not totally just bashing it, I don't want to deal with that. Anything, if you just want to share your experience, whether you were in store, online, the night before, that morning, if you want to share anything about your experience of experiencing Lilly for Target, let me know down below. I would love to chit chat with you about that. But I guess that's all I have for that. So that was my Lilly for Target experience. I hope you had a better Lilly for Target experience than I did. And that's it for today. Until then, I will see you next time, guys. Bye!